field position. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They've put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Sanchez. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. The Monarchs racing to the line in a hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Monarchs will punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Takes the handoff, it's Lewis. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Lewis. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Could be an alley. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Monarchs in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job. Already built a huge lead. Now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Potter. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Monarchs will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
He now has 79 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up third and in.
There's a crease. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roach. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. To the air, it's Potter. They go to the wide receiver screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Monarchs send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. Gonna run it. It's Roberts. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy